Welcome back, guys. Smurfy back for round number 2. We are on the draw. This hand is great. Turn 1 experiment 1, turn 2 hidden herbalist into wild cattle, so we'll have a 3-3, another 3-3 and a 2-2. And if we draw Manamorphose, that would be great too. We'll keep this. And Tarkus Mine is just great in this deck to have an opening hand. So it looks like we're against the green ramp deck. I think I've played against this deck once so far, and just boarded in the bolts, and it was just very difficult for them to do anything, because if you kill their untapped creatures, then they just have a very slow ramp deck. So this turn we're actually going to go Hidden Herbalist into Talaria's Battalion, so the next turn we can go Wild Knockout into Reckless Bushwhacker. And obviously play the Foothills to trigger Hidden Herbalist Revolt. And we'll get a Sacred Foundry for the Wild Knockout. We don't play a Temple Garden because the deck has a lot more red than... Well, sorry, it has a lot more red spells compared to how many green sources, because the Herbalists produce double green, so I found that we would need more Stomping Ground. And we're going to do this pre-combat to get this up to a 3-3, so then if they don't want to block, then they take 3, and I expect they'll take the 3. What are they fetching for? Bolt, perhaps? Yeah, Stomping Ground to bolt this. They don't need to do it now. No, they're just going to F6. Get that F6 value. And just, yeah, let them do whatever they want. So next time we'll be attacking for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? Yeah. Like, even an Obstinate Battle isn't even that great here. Eternal Witness to get the Foothills. Sure. Feels bad for our opponent if that's what they're doing on turn 3. Not a overwhelming start for them. I've seen this deck do like crazy things by turn 4, so this is definitely not one of their best aggressive or aggressive hands. We'll go Wild Castle. We could choose to attack Command, but it's way better to Bushwhacker here because it gives both of these haste. The only difference is Attackers Command will keep whatever alive against the Eternal Witness, so I think they'll just block. They'll probably just block the Arbor Elf on the Bushwhacker and then the Eternal Witness on the Hidden Herbalist, and then they can kill them. But we'll see. They might need to keep the both of them alive for the Devotion, perhaps, but they just don't have enough life to do that. The one thing they won't be blocking is the Battalion, because it has Trample, so there's just no point in blocking it. We'll let them work out the best blocks. Is that not just lethal? 1. Okay, fair play. Don't know what they can do here. Obstinate Baloff would be okay. Yeah, they did want this alive for the Nykthos, but not going to happen. And they're just going to concede. Sweet. So in this matchup, we want the bolts. Bolt is great. Destructive Reverie blows up all their... So they play lands that... enchantments on their lands that make their lands tap for more, and then the Arbor Elf untaps their lands, so the Arbor Elf actually taps for 2 as well. So you can bring Destructive Reverie as well to blow up the enchantments, which slows them down as well. I quite like Path to Exile. It's good against Obstinate Baloff. It's good against Primeval Titan that they play. So I'm just going to cut the Superions. And cut the Manamorphose, I think. Yeah, if we cut those, and then we just bring in loads of interaction. If they have a good hand, we can't race them a lot of the time because they'll just like slam blockers in the way and then they'll kill us with a prime time. It sounds really dumb that the green deck can be faster, but them being on the play means that they can get blockers out quickly, and their blockers are pretty good. Like Obstinate and Baloth is very hard for us to get through, so I think we need to have interaction. We don't want 4 Revelries in this matchup. We want 4 in other matchups, but just not where they have to rely on enchantments. They don't have to draw them, but it's just good if they do. So if they don't draw any enchantments, then we don't want to have like 3 Revelries in our hand. But if we have 2 on our deck, we shouldn't get them stuck in our hand. So normally you mulligan 1 land hands, obviously, but this hand has triple Goblin Guide and we're on the draw. So we have 2 turns to draw a land, and if we do, this hand is very, very good. So I'm actually going to keep this. We also have the Revelry as well, so yeah, if we draw another, if we draw like a fetch land, so we get Sacred Foundry, then we have this online as well. That'd be very good. And we don't. That's fine. Just play Goblin Guide and attack. Like, even if we draw a land not this turn, we draw one next turn. So on turn 3, we still have a very aggressive hand. And Primal Command is not what we want to see. Just because gaining 7 life is pretty annoying. It's not as bad as it is in other aggressive decks, because our deck is fairly consistent. We have a lot of creatures on board. So it's not like Burn, where if you gain 7 life, we've effectively lost 2 or 3 cards. I'm just going to get the fetch land back. Yep. Ah, sweet, we drew the land. So we're just going to go Shock, Goblin Guide, and attack with everything. The reason we want to play the Goblin Guides over the Curd Ape or the Wild Macatl is these are all 2 power anyway. So unless we draw a fetch land or a Sacred Foundry, the Wild Macatl will get in for less damage than the Goblin Guides. And this way they are more inclined to block, which will make their Nixthos weaker. And we really want them to block to get rid of their devotion count, which they do. Sweet. And they're just gonna do this. Oh, this is their main phase. Sorry, when you yield until end turn, sometimes you lose track of what turn it is, because there's nothing we can do anyway. Garrick, yep, untap 2 lands. Or is he just gonna make a beast this turn? Just make a beast, yep. So we can bolt this, kill the Garrick, hit them for 2 and play a Curd Ape or a Wild Macatl. I think that's pretty clearly the best option. It makes not much of a difference. The only difference is if we draw a white source, this gets in for more damage. If we don't draw a white source, then this survives against a Kitchen Finks. Sorry, not Kitchen Finks, an Eternal Witness. So I'm just going to play the Curd Ape. Yeah, we can't leave the Garrick alive. Not really. 2 cards. Oh, okay, so it's just a 3 mana 2/2 that draws a card, but it gives them 3 devotion. It looks like they are absolutely screwed on colour at the minute, because they only have 1 green source and then 1 Arbor, so they only have 2 greens, so they can't actually cast this yet unless they have a green or blue source in their hand. So they drew that, which is good for them. Don't really want to win from our opponent getting mana screwed. That's not a way we want to win. They won't be able to go this into Nixthos. That's where they get start getting stupid mana. So they won't have that next turn. Next turn we'll be attacking for they'll probably block one of the Goblin Guys, take 4, and then we have Become Immense. So if we draw another fetch land, yeah, if we draw a fetch land we should have lethal, because that'll have 3 in the bin, 3 lands, so that's 6, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think they'll be able to add much more than 1 creature to the board this turn. Oh, they're just going to Primal Command, okay. Such a library for a creature. Sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they could play Prime Time if they have another land in hand. Obstinate Baloth, sure. And we drew a Tarkus Command. Do we... 3, 6, 9, 12... Yeah, we're just going to attack with everything and Skullcrack them next turn, or during their Obstinate Battle turn. Skullcrack means they can't gain life. That's what Darkest Command effectively does. So the difference between doing it in our turn and their turn is they gain 4, and this prevents them from gaining life. So we can either stop 4 life, or we can deal give our creatures +1/+1, and that will give our creatures an extra. We'll give an extra 3 damage. So we net 1 extra damage by skullcracking them instead of pumping our creatures. So they have potential to have 6 mana. If they try and like, so we could Destructive Revelry this in response. They'll still have the 4 mana, but so there's no reason to. But if they play like a Garruk, then in response to the Garruk's plus, we'll blow this up. Because then they won't have enough to do that and Baloth. But I expect they'll just play the Baloth here. They're just playing that? Why are they doing that? Oh, then they're going to nick those, okay. And they're going to get 1 for 5 mana, that's fine. Yeah, so that they'll use the one floating and the Keswick Wolfrun to tap for Devotion to green. And they'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they can play Baloth and maybe like a Birds of Paradise or something if they have that. They're just going to play another one. I guess we just let that resolve. This is strange. They played a land for turn, they're on turn 5. Okay, they have a backup nick those. That explains that. So now they can use the 2 mana and get 3, 6, 7, 8 mana. Yeah, we're gonna have to skullcrack that. Okay. So now if they have like another Baloth, obviously it won't gain them the life, and they have Eternal Witness, get back Primal Command. Yeah. So we're really going to struggle to get this Become Immense through now, just because of their creatures. In fact, it might have been better to keep the Attacker's Command to make our 2/2s into 3/3s to survive blocking these. Yeah, that might have been better. This is looking pretty bad. I think we just play the 2 creatures. Yeah, we have to attack, I think. Let's do that first. We're just gonna lose. Oh, Genesis Wave on top. So they want to block as little as possible so that they can Genesis Wave for as much. So if they block like this, we take 5 of their Devotion out. They have still unlimited mana. They're just gonna kill us next turn. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5. 8, 9, 10. Genesis Wave for 7. Yeah, they'll probably kill us next turn, but we'll let it happen, I guess. It'll be fun to see how they win. Sometimes they use Tooth and Nail Entwined to get Emrakul and Xenagos. Then use the Xenagos to give the Emrakul haste, and then attack you for 30 in the air and annihilate 6. I've also seen people get Iona and Painter's Servant, or you can also actually use, there's quite a few combinations you can use to lock your opponent out. Or they might just have like a Crater Hoof. We're just going to yield until end of turn. We'll let them do their thing, why not? This green deck is a sweet deck. I can't be mad at losing to it. It's really cool. It's going to be a huge Genesis Wave, I hope. If you've watched my cube videos, you'll know I love Genesis Wave. It's like one of my favourite Magic cards of all time. Garrick, Kitchen Finks, Witness, Eternal Witness, Burning Tree, Arbor Elf. And Utopia's Brawl. So they get 1, 2, 3 mana, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they can just go off again. So the Genesis Wave doesn't enter the battlefield, the graveyard, before the Eternal Witness, so they can't like loop them, unfortunately. Well, they shouldn't be able to. Should they? I was under the impression that you can't do that. Okay, maybe you can. I thought you couldn't do that. But you can, so... Yeah, they're just going to use Garrick to untap the Nykthos and use all the... Why did they put it on there? Oh, because they're going to untap it with Garrick. So they'll go untap, have 3 mana, 4, down to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then their Genesis Wave again for like what? 17, 18. And eventually hit a Crater Hoof. If you guys don't want to see this, then feel free to skip it, but I quite like this deck and I want to see what avenue they go down to win the game, so I'm actually going to let them play it out. Like, at this point, they've obviously won. Like, there's no way we're beating this, but I just want to see how they win. I like the deck. Get, like, Devotion, Genesis Wave, yep. Now the Kitchen Finks. Oh, they're playing 2 Dismember, Polukranos, another Garrick, Burning Trees, another Nykthos. So there is a way you can mess... Oh no, there's not. I was going to say, you could... If you don't draw the official win condition, like whatever it is at this point, it could... They could just play a 1 or Crater Hoof or something. And... I was thinking if they like Genesis Wave the whole deck and accidentally draw from... Where is it? Like one of these, then they could mill themselves out, but you can just choose not to with Genesis Wave. There's no way they're going to kill themselves. X equals 20. That's great. All the triggers. So that land now taps for 5. Nykthos taps for like 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Yeah, so the Nykthos taps for 42. This deck is sweet. I love how they've got all the Utopia's Brawl on one land. So if we had a Molten Rain, that would have been awesome, but I think they're fairly safe to assume we don't have a Molten Rain in our zoo deck. Some people play Molten Rain in their zoo decks though. I don't know why this Kitchen Finks and these Kitchen Finks are in separate piles. Because these ones are foil and this one's not? No. Yeah, I have no idea why they're in separate piles. What could they possibly want all this mana for? Another Genesis Wave? And then... So they can use Polukranos here to... Oh, that was another way they can win. They can use... Is it with this deck? I think it is this deck that used Flesh and Blood or something. Obstinate Baloth, sure. You know, we're just going to concede at this point. They've gone off enough. I've kind of lost interest now. I kind of like Deflecting Palm because of the because if they like use Kosek Wolfram to pump up a creature, then we can just deflect a permanent back at them. However, on the play, we don't really want to be doing that. I think we just want to cut the revelries. Actually, no, I think we still want to. You know, I quite like this. Let's go with this. Yep. You can cut the revelries and try to go more aggressive, or you can do the complete opposite and try and bring in all the revelries and the palms and try and play like a more controlling route. I think we want to go down this route. Goblin Guide into Nakato with Path back up. The Path's not as good to get rid of their small early game creatures, it's more for the Baloth. So that I think we'd rather that be a Bolt, but I think this is a little bit greedy to mulligan. I think this hand is just too good to mulligan. And because we get the Wild Nakato up to a 3/3 on turn 2, in the long run it will do more damage than the Goblin Guide. So it is more efficient to play the Wild Nakato turn 1. Especially as we have the Path to guarantee it gets hits in. Hopefully they don't have a 1-mana. Yep, they do. That's by far their best turn 1 possible. Oh, that's a good draw. Probably our best draw actually. Sacred Foundry, yes. We could try and get like fancy and try and path this in response to them equipping something to the forest or enchanting the forest, but we just want to get the Goblin Guide in and get in for like what, 7, and Primal Command off the top. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So if they, yeah, we could actually have lethal next turn if they don't have any blockers. So it's just going to be game. Let's work it out. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that is just lethal. Alright, we'll try it. Unless they have Dismember, and even if they have Dismember, I still think, yeah, because they'd have to pay 4 life, so that should just be game. And give our creatures +1/+1. And attack for exactly 10. Yep, sweet, put them to exactly 0. So I think if we played the Goblin Guide first, that would have left them on 1, am I right? So we would have played Goblin Guide turn 1, attacked for 2. Next turn played Wild Nakato, attacked for 2 again. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, so I don't actually think... I think if we did that where we played the Wild Nakato on turn 2, then we wouldn't have actually had lethal that turn. So that was a huge difference. But yeah, that was round 2, I believe. Yeah, that was round 2. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in round 3. Peace.